Excuse my little desk. It's pretty messy, but I just wanted to show you guys what it is that I'm doing here. So I'm preparing to go to the waterfront to go draw some portraits. Yesterday I did this and it was really fun. I tried to record myself, but it was really hard. So today I'm just gonna do my best to record the whole shebang and see how possible that is for me to do. Here I'm just measuring the width of the paper. Then I'm just gonna tear it because it's watercolor paper and it makes like this really cute deckled edge. So here I have 3 different sizes available. I have this little mini one that can fit in these baggies right here, which is nice. And then I have these ones, a little bit bigger, depending on like who the person is that I'm gonna be drawing or painting. I think it'll depend on the size. If it's more than one person, I'm gonna do this one. If it's just one person, then I'll do this one. Or maybe if this one is like this one can be a landscape too if they want stuff in the background. Same thing with this one. And then this one's just gonna be the regular one where it's just one person, which I think it's perfect size for just one person. And we're gonna stack these up. Or I think I might split them. I don't know how I will divide them, but I'll find a way. Here inside my baggie I have a few things with me that I'm bringing. I have these pens. I have my pencil for sketching because I just get really nervous when I'm sketching people sometimes, so I just need my pencil so I can like draw my guidelines, because sometimes I just can't do it with pen like I would here in the studio. I have a few brushes that I won't be using, but I just have them there because this is my on-the-go bag, so I just leave a bunch of stuff in here. I have tissues for me because sometimes I get boogies. So here I have my portable palette. This one I'm using for plein air. This is only my second time using them. So yesterday was my first day of using these. And in here I have my case for making watercolors because I just love the look of this for portraits. A very colorful and vibrant palette. And these papers do not fit in here, sadly, so I'm going to be bringing a clip with me. The magnets work perfectly for a size of that paper, but I was using 3 magnets and the wind was still managing to blow away my paper. So I'm going to definitely use a clip today and I'm going to get it. Yesterday I was also kind of able to do a bit of painting. I did this little painting here. I thought it was a very nice use of color. I love this shadow part right here. It's my favorite. So I'm going to do more paintings today. I'm going to do an actual painting on a canvas today and we'll see if anybody wants it because I'm just going to give it away. I like painting stuff, but I don't like keeping them, and so for some reason I still don't like selling my studies, so I just tend to like give them away if anybody really loves them. So that's kind of what I'm going to do today. But yeah, here are a few options of sizes for people to choose from. I'm really excited, so I'll see you guys there. I completely missed the intro for today, so if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Daisy. I am an animator and illustrator, and today I took you guys to the Portland waterfront to paint the blossoms. And I really love it this time of year. The blossoms look so beautiful. It is quite busy here, but here today I'm focusing on doing mini portraits and painting the trees as well. So I decided to start off by painting the trees, and then later on during the video you will see me do mini portraits. I did only get a chance to record one of the mini portraits, like the full process, but I did put in like a few snippets and clips of other portraits that I did. But mainly in this video, you're going to see me using my sketchbook and painting the trees. Here I am working on the foliage. When I'm working with like painting a tree, I focus on the overall composition and making sure I lay down those branches correctly. And then with the foliage, I just focus on like the big groups of foliage that I see within each branch. And so that's what I have done here. So this video did take me quite a while to finish, mainly because I came here 2 times. The first time around, I focused on painting mini portraits, and that was basically it. I was just doing mini portraits from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. and it was getting really cold by the time it hit 5 p.m. So I decided to go home, and I only came with my art bag, a few stickers here and there, and a few pieces of paper for the portraits, and that was it. I kept it really simple. Didn't really carry much stuff with me. I did have a little DIY sign that you guys saw in there in the beginning. So I made that little sign, I put it on my tripod, and I started to do the mini portraits. And it was so cute because right when I was setting up, some little girl, she noticed that I was doing some sort of art stuff. Like I was literally setting up my palette, and she came up to me and she was like, "Are you painting?" And then I was like, "Yes, I'm painting." And then she was like, "Oh, can you draw us? Can you paint us?" I was like, "Oh yeah." And then she was like, "How much is it?" And I was like, "It's for free." And then she got super excited. She got so happy. And it was really nice because, this is the whole reason why I wanted to do this, is so that, these portraits can be accessible to anyone. And the family was literally right behind me, and they were a Spanish speaking family. So it was nice to be able to talk to them in Spanish as well. And a comment that I often heard while I was doing mini portraits for people is that they've always wanted a character of themselves, but they didn't like the style of Western characters and always wanted something like Korean or like Japanese characters. So I was so happy when I heard that, and when they saw that I did mini portraits, they were very excited that I was able to draw something very cute for them. And then another comment that I heard a lot was that, people would charge quite a bit for these mini portraits, so that they were happy that I was offering these mini portraits for free. So before I put up my sign offering mini portraits, I decided to do a little warm up and do a little bit of people watching and just study people and really, see the way that they move, interact with each other, interact with their environment. And this is kind of one of those things that you just do as an artist, is like people watch, because oftentimes you will create characters based off of reality, based off of personalities that and just things that you see in the real world. It's definitely a lot easier to come up with a character based off of, reality, rather than coming up with a character just randomly in your head. It's a lot easier to, mimic what you see. And I don't know, that's kind of what I just like to do here, is just to like do a little bit of observing here. But yeah, that's just me. As you can see, the studies are very small and minimal and very tiny. And that is because people move quite a bit. So as I was doing these little studies, I had to figure out a way to paint people a lot faster, and that meant making things a lot more simplified. And I also kept it minimal within the layers of my watercolor, adding only 1 to 2 layers of different colors and keeping it very simple and clean and very light washes of those colors. So here's how it turned out, and let's move on to portrait painting. Towards the end of a mini portrait session, some people did decide to give me a tip because they wound up really loving their little mini portrait. So I kindly accepted. And this is one of those times where this person just really loved the pet portrait that I did for them, and they gave me a little tip. And I've been talking for quite a bit, so I'm going to leave you guys with a little bit of music, and then I will be back. And this is how the mini portrait turned out. This is where the mini portrait session started to get a little bit slow, so I decided to paint another tree, another cherry blossom tree. This is kind of one of the main reasons that I came, is to paint the blossoms trees. Then I got really excited to do some more portraits, so I was also really happy that I didn't have anyone else come up to ask me for another portrait, so I could just focus on painting the blossoms. I don't know about you guys, but I am an artist who is very introverted. I love keeping to myself, and I get really overstimulated quickly by such a crowd like this one. And there was quite a bit of noise here because obviously it's Saturday market, and then there's also a protest going on, so there's quite a bit of a crowd here. And but I was really happy for those of you guys that did come up to me and say hi, or like were curious to know what it is that I was doing here, or asked for a mini portrait. I was really happy that you guys came up to me. And I am somebody who also out of nowhere just becomes an extrovert when somebody comes up to me to ask what it is that I'm doing, what it is that I'm painting. Like if you guys have any questions about like what it is that I do, I just all of a sudden become an extrovert and get really excited to share my work with you guys. So I was really happy to like meet people and see people enjoying my work. And yeah, it was quite a lovely time here, although I did get exhausted from like the stimulation of just like this huge crowd and like all the noise that's going on. But overall, I really enjoyed my time here and painting these trees. I hope to do this again next year. I think that would be really fun to do it again next year. And this is what the painting turned out like. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Please don't forget to check out my other videos or the links down below. I would really much appreciate it. And if you could share and follow this, that would be lovely. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I will see you guys in the next one.